The government of India has to make the Northeast closer to them. Act East or think East should not just be a slogan. It must be bigger than a slogan. It must be actual action.
So to blame Chinese for not uh, allowing us or to exploiting our fault lines, I think we'll be little wrong. I need to put my own house in order, for which I've had 75 years to do. And if I can't do it in 75 years, I need to really take stock of my own self. To expect somebody else not to exploit your fault line when you're not having so conducive relations is not a very wise idea. So China was doing it, is doing it, and shall continue to do it, depending on the situation of relations between the two countries.
Especially when both Arthashastra and his famous philosopher Sungzi says the same thing. The school of thought is clear. If you can exploit fault lines, if you can win without fighting, why not?
I used to wonder 40 years back, India and China's net financial worth, the GDP was same. And they galloped, and today there's various estimates of 5 or 6 times our size of our economy. And they didn't fool us. The whole world volunteered to be fooled.
The center of gravity of any insurgency is the people. If the people stop contributing cadre to the Naga insurgents or to the Bodo insurgents or to the Ulfa insurgents or to the PLA, how will this insurgency survive? So if we've not been able to convince the people of those states or the mothers of that state not to allow their sons and daughters to join these insurgencies, then we have not been able to achieve anything.
The listeners need to understand the difference between the role of security forces and the governance, that the political leadership and the administration. Like what Shokin brought out, the mandate to the security forces is always to get the situation under control to a level where the civil administration and political leadership can take it forward to solve the very foundation of the problem. And let me assure you, this has been done many times in all insurgency infested states of India. What should be the options for strategy for us? Let me tell you something, you don't need to go far. You got to make yourself a power which is economically strong, politically cohesive, and the manpower skilled enough to build a nation economically and not only through slogans, right? All other things will fall in place. Shokin is so right.
We should stop talking this nonsense of these Bangladeshis coming inside and making fun of them. They were a poor country. They've turned their economy around. We have to make sure that we are there to support them in every way. Mm-hmm. So the first issue is diplomatically, monetarily, emotionally, militarily, we have to retain and connect Bangladesh with us because it's a very, very important country for us.
There's a very famous saying in Punjabi कि जिसके घर में दाने ना उसके पागल भी सियाने, in the sense that if you have finances, you can rule the roost.
So the issue is that we have not done anything in these states. We have not improved their roads. We've not built the industry. We've not built any educational institute.
And Act East doesn't lie even in Guwahati. Act East lies in More, Imphal, in Agartala, in parts of Mizoram, right? And you have to create win-win situations for you and your neighbor. Because if you're having 5,600 kilometers with your neighbor, with a term of reference of China not being a great friend, so reduce that 100 kilometers of LAC.
What are we talking about? I mean, these are empty promises, people, empty issues. On ground, there is nothing there. There is no college where these children can study. There is no industry where these children can work. And then you tell them that you don't join the insurgency or you look at this issue. You're not doing anything for them. How will these children grow? How will anything grow? How will our contact with the Northeast grow? It can only be done emotionally, economically, in understanding. We are the bigger people. The mainland India is huge. They're only 8% of the landmass of the entire Northeast.